Hello everyone, this is Raji here, and in this tutorial we are going to learn about constants. So in my previous tutorial I have explained you in brief about how to declare a constant and how to use it, but in this tutorial we are going to learn in detail about how to use a constant, how to annotate a constant like that. So let's start with it. We'll go to Xcode, we'll create a new playground. I'll name it as Swift Constants. And I'm saving my playground file to my desktop. As you can see, my playground has been created over here. So let's start. So actually a constant is referred to a fixed values that a program may alter during its execution. Constant are treated just like regular variable. I mean, it is just like a regular variable, except the fact that the values cannot be modified after the definition. So as you can see, our playground has already created a variable, a regular variable for us. I mean, which value can be changed during runtime. So a var keyword is used, and if you want to create a constant, I'll explain how to declare a constant. So let's start with constant declaration. So a constant whose value is fixed is declared using the let keyword. Let, and I have used the constant name, and then I have assigned a value of 50 to it. So in this particular statement we are creating a constant whose value cannot be changed using the let keyword, and the constant name is const, and I'm assigning a value of 50 to it. So as you can see in the sidebar, the value of 50 is printed over here, and when we try to print this constant, so this is the way of printing a constant. When we print this constant, the value of 50 will be printed over here. As you can see, the value of 50 is printed over here. So this is the basic syntax of declaring a constant using the let. First you need to use the let keyword, then the constant name, and assign a value, or you can't, if you don't want to assign a value, you can leave it. Now we will go to the next feature of type annotation, type annotating a constant. So you can provide a type annotation when you declare a constant to be clear about the kind of value the constant can store. So in this first particular part, I have created a constant using the let keyword and assigned a value to it. That's it. I haven't mentioned the type of the constant. I mean, I have not indicated the constant is an integer type constant or a string type constant. I'm assuming that the compiler Swift has a feature whether there in that Swift will automatically detect, the compiler will detect the type based on the value we pass to it. So right now I am not type annotating this constant. So in this particular feature we can type annotate a constant. So I'll declare a constant, a different constant, and I'm putting a data type of float, and I'm assigning it a float value. So here, what is the difference between these two particular statements? Here I am declaring a constant and explicitly assigning a value to it. I mean, I am not mentioning the type of that variable, but then here in this particular thing I have mentioning the type of that variable as float. I mean, no other value can be passed, only float value can be passed. And here the compiler automatically detects based on the value passed whether this constant should be treated as an integer variable or it should be treated as a string variable. So in this case, the compiler detects that it should be treated as an integer variable because we are passing a value of 50 to it. So this way we can type annotate our constant. And when I print this value, you can see in the right bar a float value which we have passed will get printed over here. And our next part is to name a constant, naming constant. So how to name a constant? I mean, what are the keywords or how to name a constant? So the name of a constant can be composed of letters, digits, and an underscore character. It must begin with either a letter or an underscore. Uppercase and lowercase letters are distinct because Swift is a case-sensitive programming language. You can use simple or Unicode characters to name your variables. I'll repeat. Name of a constant, it can be composed of letters, digits and underscore character. But it must begin with either a letter or an underscore. Uppercase and lowercase letters are distinct because Swift is a case sensitive language. So I'll give you some examples of how to name a constant. So here in this particular statement, I have used the underscore character first and then letters. So as you can see, I have declared a constant with numeric value in the name of the constant starts with 1, 2, 3, and then an alphabet. So it is showing me an error, expected a digit after integer literal prefix. So in this way, this is the wrong way to name a constant. So as I have told you, you can use letters, digits, and it must begin with either a letter or an underscore. So in this case, I have begin my constant with a number, which is not correct. So that is why it is showing me an error. So as you can see, if when I changed my first alphabet, my first letter with an alphabet, I replaced it with an alphabet. So the error dismissed. So this is the pattern to follow to create to name a constant. And then the last and the final part is to print a constant. As you can see in my all these particular features, I have mentioned how to print a constant. I mean, I have not explained you guys, but then in this particular thing I'll explain you how to print a constant. So like we have created three constants over here, const a and underscore name. We can print the statement, the printing constant, there's a keyword used known as print. To print anything, we need to use the print statement and the name of constant. For example, if I want to print the value of const a, I'll use the print keyword and then const a. That's it. So the value of this will get printed over here. So as you can see, I'm passing a value of float 3.1222. Using this statement, the value of my constant gets printed over here. Likewise, we can print rest of all the constant using the print keyword. So this is the feature, this is the features of constant, how we can use a constant, how we can declare a constant, and how we can print a constant, as well as how can we type annotate a constant. So guys, thank you for listening to this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, please subscribe to my channel and like my video. In my next tutorial, we are going to learn about literals, how to use literals, how to declare a literal. Thank you guys. Bye bye.